Benvenuti nella giungla di graffiti. This is Tangential Thoughts Chat Show, Pensieri Tangentiali, a podcast sui sigari, Cigar Talk Podcast. Sono il tuo capo, Gihareh. I'm your chief, Gihareh. That little squilling noise is bothering me. So I think we gotta go to Tangential Thoughts Radio. I'm not even ready for Tangential Thoughts Radio. Hold, please. Let me get connected. Everything's had to charge, so I was like, fuck it. That boy said yesterday, God is in control. I feel like my body on autopilot. If this shit was just... All right, we good. Here goes. Update to the mix. Well, it's going to stop, so we'll talk about Jess Hilarious. This update to the mix. I ain't know I was gonna do it, but I did it today. And fuck the shit up in a good way. She got her clothes off from the walk, and she won't waste no time. I took the Billy Cool back in the hot in the car. I got pretty women showing titties like I'm Flocko. I came in a heart, so I'm still in the drop though. Beat, 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 that's me, nigga, get that real dope boy. Don't know how to work a cash. Which one you think I should wear for the birthday? What's the birthday fit? Rose gold seat on a fucking helicopter, double C, but she near cause she's bad, bad, bad. Oh yeah, do your shit, bop your shit. Oh yeah. Come out and vibe, but one of y'all get fucked. Gotta find this car, one of a kind. I don't slow down for much. Ride it, have a socket, I can copy when the worry, let you ride it, then you rap, and you're bad, bad, bad. Oh yeah, do your shit, bop your shit. Oh yeah. I can make it hard, stop if I decide pop up. I can make a million every money, don't drop nothing. No plan, no Atari, I won't play with you for nothing. I can eat you like hibachi, cause you bad, bad, bad. Bust your wrist, do your boss your bitch. Oh yeah. I just took the doors on the guinea, now I'm riding and I'm sliding in the sideways, now she call me her zaddy. Rich nigga shit up going too crazy. I'm the Wayne of this new generation. I'm the Wayne of this generation. My little shit, fine shit, pop your shit. Oh yeah. Niggas still dripping, they don't matter, they don't wear like they don't even speak, but I can see I got them terrified. I done made a quarter this week in Harachi. Top model women trying to feed me a batch. I done got, they can't fuck with us no type of way. These niggas too lazy. I'm cut from a different type of cloth. I don't know who raised them. Double line truck come through, shit on everybody. Bad, bad bitch, good, yeah. Rose gold seat. No, I think that's a full leg right there. I think that's a full leg. Ooh, baby. It's just the vibe. I'm that guy. Not just hilarious.
And one thing, Angela Yee ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas trying to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga.
And from the fifth floor, and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
Well, this is what happened at the Breakfast Club. She took that job. She got that job.
So on the Breakfast Club. Well, let me take it back. So you know how you'll see something. Now, I'll most likely
not say avoid it or ignore it, but what's gonna make you click on it? Now, I don't follow Just Hilarious for nothing. So she is upset. She's upset because she feeling like the shorty kind of low-key took her place. She feels her place. Now, the issue, the problem, there's a ton of problems now. One of the problems is she went to the internet. She went on Instagram Live, and this is what fuck everybody else up. You bash your job and then show up the next day like you ain't say shit. Because if you was feeling that type of way, you didn't have to show up the next day. You could have quit. You can quit, and she's so high and mighty. She's sitting here saying, "Oh, I don't need this. I don't need this. Let me be clear. I wanted this. I wanted Breakfast Club, yes, but I don't need this. You still don't need it. You didn't have to show up in the morning. You can fucking leave. You didn't have to say all this shit. Like, that's some shit you say on your way the fuck out the door. Not when you plan on showing the fuck up the next day. You don't say that and then be like, oh yeah, you know. So it's a couple things here. Now, there is something on her side. I like, because I want to be holistic. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to discount, discredit anything. But, however, there it's something to talk about here. So, on her side, I get at least one of the points that she's trying to make. I get at least one of the points. So, her issue is that she was going to go have a baby. She said, I wanted a baby. She went to go have a baby. So that's what she went to go do. Fine. So she has her baby. Now, this is the thing. She sits down with her, and apparently the plan is, okay, I'm gonna go have the baby, and while I'm gone, you have this segment, and when I come back, you leave. Jess's thing is she didn't leave. Jess had the baby, came back, and she was like, she didn't leave. She's still here. Okay, now that's Jess's point. That's Jess's big point right there. Her big point is she had a conversation with her, and the plan was supposedly that when Jess gets back, she's only there while Jess is away. That's basically the thing. Jess is away. When Jess gets back, Jess has her place, and that's it. And then she said the way it kind of started, whatchamacallit, was she don't feel like, and I can get what she's trying to say here too. She's like, she don't feel like, the segment is called Jess with the Mess, but it was like, she was like, you're only bringing her on during my part of the, like my segment. My segment, Jess with the Mess, you're bringing her on during my segment. And you know what I'm saying? There's other, like, if she's gonna have her own thing that's in a third, let her have her own segment. But it would be like, so Jess was feeling like she was read a little bit, but then Loren would come back in, and she had to go to Loren, and Loren would bring in, like, I guess, more filling details. You gotta understand something. That's one thing that, and she say, Jess talked about this in her shit, and she said it. She reads headline news, and then reads comments and react to it, like giving the people per type of view or whatever. Corey Holcomb said, if you was really holding it down and really kicking and spinning your shit like you was supposed to, we wouldn't even be having this problem. We wouldn't even be having this conversation. Somebody else made the analogy that it's like the bench player, the starting player gets hurt. The bench player comes in and does amazing, is balling out. So then when the star player is like, oh yeah, I'm back, it's like, well, this person's been balling. Like, we just gonna take him out and then put you back in there, and then this person's been balling, we've been winning. And then so now we have this other issue. The other part of it is, so Loren's good. Loren's good. No Megan good. No Lady London. No Ralph Lauren. No Loren. What's the Steve? Lori Harvey. That's what Lori Harvey. Okay, her name is Loren Lorosa. She's good. The people like her. And so now we have a thing here. So a lot of people say, okay, they could do it. They can coexist. They can coexist. Somebody said Loren with the latest, Loren with the news, Jess with the mess. Coexist, separate segments. Jess was trying to say that idea came later, but initially that was not the original plan, the original idea. That's the problem. It boils back down to saying, just saying like that wasn't the original idea. Now, what she said on IG, this shit was whack, and that's what Envy and Charlamagne was getting. What Envy said it multiple times. That shit was whack. I'm not exactly sure what comments are being thrown her way that she's like really like harping on. But apparently the narrative is Jess is the bad guy. She doesn't really want Loren there. And she doesn't like Loren. And it's like, apparently Jess is catching a lot of negative attention. So I guess what prompted her Instagram live, and her point was, nobody's coming to my defense. Her point was, nobody's coming to my defense. Now, some other people bring up some stuff that either Charlamagne or Envy was going through, and nobody came to their defense either. They just had to thug that shit out. But here's the kicker. Envy asked her. Because Other people talking about they keep trying to blame the shit on the internet. And they said Jess brought all the mess this morning. So her addressing the shit in the internet. Envy says two things. We had a meeting yesterday morning. You could have said that shit in there. You wait till the nighttime, get on your phone, and blast everybody. Then this is the part that I was just like, yeah, this shit kind of just like kind of not invalidated everything because she feels a certain way. Now that's a whole nother point. That's a whole nother thing because it was like how women do that. They like invalidating their feelings. Like, yeah, you are inside. You can feel however the fuck you want to feel, but how you feel is how you feel. And that's what Envy was trying to say. Envy was trying to say, like, I know who I am as a person, as a man, this and the third, boom, boom, boom. It doesn't, I don't care what other people are saying, how they think this and the third. That has no influence and no bearing on me. But the fact of the matter is, and this is the part I've been trying to get to, he asked her. Who that? I was like, yo, what?
What?
I was like, who would pull up beside me?
You did what?
No, I was like, who would pull up beside me? You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Most people try to, like, you know what I'm saying, with the car and whatnot. Where you headed to?
I'm headed home.
Where you coming from?
I was at Family Dollar. And really, I felt called to go to Family Dollar. And I thought that it would be one of the cashiers. But she...
You thought I was one of the cashiers?
No.
You thought I was going to be?
Looking. You know how God tells you to do something and you don't exactly know why? But literally God told me I would meet somebody. I thought it would be this young cashier that looks like a football player. And I thought I was going to say something nice to him. But the reason why God told me to come is you. You've been on my mind all day. Sophia said that she misses you so much yesterday. Mr. Q. And go to church on Easter.
Was that this Sunday?
What?
Was that this Sunday?
I don't even know, but no.
Okay. I don't know what Easter is.
Let's find out.
If it's the first Sunday, it's going to be at the house?
No. But if you can go. If you can just go this Sunday, go. Even if not on Easter. If you're off, please go and visit my parents.
Okay.
So, make it to church on Sunday.
All right.
Right.
See you.
It doesn't have to be Easter.
Okay. I'll be there. Light up. Now that was her thing. She said, he said, I asked you. And that was the whole, and he asked her, he said, did I not ask you? Explicitly this. She said, yes, you did. which means that he came to her in an intimate, off to the side, this and that third, not on air, not on the internet. He came straight to her and he asked her. And at that point, she had the space and opportunity to voice her opinion. But she didn't. And that is a thing. And that's why it's like, I think the last little part was the fact that she realized, you know, because you can drag something. You can drag it and just drag it and keep, you know what I'm saying? Because you watch I didn't watch the whole IG live, I just watched parts of it. The part she said, talking about Angelique, I'll tell you what, Angelique wasn't crazy. Angelique wasn't crazy. She's probably crazy for staying for so long, but she wasn't crazy for leaving. What? What? You see what I'm saying? To say some shit like that? What? Talked about how it's ran. Say they run this like a Fair East Side. She said they ran this shit like a high school. She said this shit ran like a high school, Fair East Side. Before Clark Kent. I said Clark Kent, before Dr. Clark, before Dr. Joe Clark. So you go up there and bash the whole shit and them. I mean, she ain't, you know what I'm saying? For the fuck what? For the fuck what? Why would you do that? Like, once the dust clears and settles, what was your intention behind making that video? Putting that out, talking about them in such a way. You can't take back anything that you say. So, why the fuck would you say that? That shit fucked up. Why would you say that? What was your intention? Were you trying to, what's going to appease you? Do you not want her on the show no more? Is this how you go about it? If you had to sit there and really truly be honest, do you not want her on the show no more? Because clearly you do care for you to make this long ass and rant about the shit. Because you could have fucking left and you could quit. You always have that fucking option. If you feel so high and mighty about how powerful your status and stature is, it ain't that fucking hard to make your own shit. If you feel like you can really run shit by yourself, have your own fucking podcast. That, like, and she talked about Loren, you know what I'm saying? And Loren, and it was so, because Loren is just, you know, they say Loren keeps catching these strays. And it's just like Loren trying to handle shit, you know, the whatever type of way. And professional way, and be calm, cool, collected throughout this whole fucking thing. But the fact that, you know, Loren brought it up to the fact, like, the whole telling her to shut up and the hush. Jess was like, you never mentioned this to me. Why the fuck did she have to tell you? Why the fuck would she have to tell you that you shouldn't be telling her to shut up and to hush? Jess's point was, oh, well, you do talk a lot. You over talk. The only person who has a problem with this is Jess. I didn't hear Charlamagne. I didn't hear DJ Envy say, yeah, you know, you do talk too much. You probably could tone it back. They ain't say none of that. The only person that thinks that she talks too much is Jess. Unpopular opinion. one female might be enough. I was gonna say 2 to balance the shit out. 2 and 2. It's 2 women, 2 men. But if you had to choose one, Jess can do the same fucking thing that she been doing. On her own shit. Let her do that. But the consensus on what the majority of people are saying is, I don't watch this shit. But the majority of people are saying that they fuck with Loren's segment. I don't know why my video is going blurry in and out. I don't know why about that. I feel like ruffling some feathers.